Hello and welcome back for another angel message of hope. And we're just going to dive right into it and see what messages want to come through. Okay, there's one peeking out already. Let's see what this one is. It's Archangel Ariel. And she says, I am Ariel, a liaison between the human and the elemental world of sprites, fairies, crystals, and other magical manifestations. There is so much more than what we can see with our doubting eyes. Open yourself up to all possibilities and witness the magic that appears to you. And she looks like she looks like she's a woman who's doing her nighttime routine. She's got that headband on. She's going to wash away all of that dirt, the dirt from the day. Let's see if there's another one from this deck. I know I don't have to knock on it again, but it's habit, I like it. Okay, this one popped out. Archangel Raphael. It says, ask for my support and I will surround you with emerald green healing light. Visualize yourself surrounded by the three angels you feel most connected to, and we will be right with you to move you through any seeming obstacle. We will heal your mind, body, and spirit. And notice they both have these really red cheeks. Right? On hers, it looks maybe more like blush, or I'd even say rosacea, on his looks more like, could be blood. Could be wounds, open wounds. Or maybe he's, been through battle and maybe it's someone else's blood. Okay. Let's move on to another deck, see what else wants to come through, and take this in. Take this beautiful sun image in. I always love to show this. This is the Walking with Your Angels deck by Keith Leon. Oh, and also red cheeks. Okay. Okay. Do they all have red cheeks? No, they don't. Yeah, they don't all have red cheeks. Okay, let's move along to another angel message. We're gonna move to this deck. And at the bottom, I see Blessing in Disguise. Let's see. What angel message wants to come out of this deck to further expand on the message that is already showing up? Okay, we have a few. Let's see. This one's Archangel Gabriel. And one thing I love is, you've probably heard Archangel Gabriel. This is Gabriel. So let's see. It says, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Let's see. Is there another message from this deck that wants to expand on that message and what's already shown up? Ooh. I think you saw that. We have Opal. Okay, so let's see. This one says, your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So far seems like a variety of messages and a few synchronicities, but nothing that's really standing out as one cohesive message yet. But I do want to point out two things. On this card, we have this angel with white or blondish hair, maybe platinum blonde hair, holding what looks like an African-American baby. And notice that golden, I'll just say like golden aura behind her, the sphere that is gold behind her. And that's what really stood out to me actually on this first card, on this card too. Notice the gold that is encompassing that angel. Excuse me. And I'm fresh from the gym again. Give me one second. I got to call. Okay. So the other thing standing out is the purple. We've got lots of purple in these. So both of these cards are actually different shades of purple. And then this one, her wings are purple. And this one, she's got, well, her wings are also, they also have a slight tinge of purple on them. And then she's also got purple behind her head within that golden sphere. So, okay, let's see what else. Let's see what else. Okay, I'm going to move on to another angel deck. I'm going to move on to this one. And at the bottom, we have, it says change in direction. And we've got a stork with a couple of babies. So maybe something with babies. Oh. Let's see what else. I'm going to continue to expand on the message. And I just want to say, I apologize if I don't always look into the camera. When I'm doing other things, I know to do that. But when I do these, I tend to look at the screen because I want to make sure that you're seeing the cards, right? That you're getting all of it. Anyway, I noticed that, and my apologies. Okay, let's see. What message wants to come out of, look at that. Reward yourself. And again, we have a young child. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. So notice the theme of children. And I don't know if this means that maybe there is a child that is no longer here on earth, or just something having to do with the child. There's some words I want to use, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to via YouTube's, I'll just go and say it. I don't know if maybe someone here had a miscarriage, somehow lost a baby, one that was either already born or not yet born. And maybe you, and of course, this may not resonate for everybody, right? So with all these messages, it's always like, there's the metaphor message, right? There's the detailed message of whatever the details are that show up, but there's also metaphors, because keep in mind, this is not just for you, right? It's whoever's going to see this video and be able to receive a message within it. And so there might always be aspects that resonate with you and then other aspects that don't. So always take what resonates, leave what does not. And I always encourage you to be listening to your intuition to see what resonates for you. Okay. So if what I've said so far about having a child, and maybe the child is no longer here on earth, you could potentially be feeling very, and what I'm about to say, I hope that you don't feel this way, okay? But this is what I feel like might be coming through right now. Maybe you feel, I don't want anybody to take this on, but maybe you feel damaged or dirty, or just like you can't get the unpleasantness of the situation off of you, something like that. Or maybe you just feel like you've been pulled through the ringer you've been put through the ringer. Maybe pulled through resonates in some way because we have those, well, okay. We have these two, golden arches. And so I actually kind of see this two ways. If what I'm saying resonates for you so far, maybe you went one direction and your baby went the other direction. I'm so sorry. As I do these readings, right, I enjoy doing these. These are a fun experience for me. And, I'm also, this is also in support of me, of further trusting my intuition and messages I receive and things like that. So, and I always do so with the highest of intention. I hope you know that. So I just want you to know that where I'm coming from, right? I want you to only take what resonates, leave what does not. Okay. So maybe you went one direction, maybe a child or another being, someone younger than you that you care for, went another direction. And maybe maybe it felt like a battle, right? Like as if there's a portal and wanting to cling tight. And, anybody going through that golden portal, it's like they're going to be cleaned and renewed and refreshed and being able to bask in that beautiful golden light energy. And anybody coming back to earth, it's kind of like, oh, back on earth. You know what I mean? Right? Like the density of earth, the heaviness, all the stuff that we deal with here on earth. And so that can feel like a lot, can feel heavy. And an earth, right, could feel like dirt, like the dirt of the earth. So, soil of the earth. I'm also kind of getting a sense of like a salt cave, a salt cave. And if some of this is resonating for you, like we had Archangel Ariel talking about being the liaison between humans, the human and the elemental world of sprites, fairies, crystals, and other magical manifestations. So it's like, as you were going through this journey, you're not alone. You had, you still had angels with you. And there is so much more that we can see. There's so much more than what we can see there is so much more than what we can see with our doubting eyes. Okay, so referring to the human journey right there. Okay, so what I was getting at is, if you are on a healing journey from something, a salt cave may be a really nice experience for you, a very soothing experience. If you're in a space of, really maybe just having to nurture yourself. And we also have here, I think that's water. Yeah. We've got this girl holding a seashell. And I'm going to say that's the ocean behind her. I'm going to move on. I'm going to pull some other cards. Let's see what else. Anything else from this deck that wants to come through? We're looking for that message of hope element too. Always, always message of hope. Trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. And again, this card has that purple and gold feel, and I'm using a different deck now. So and purple and gold, those are, from my understanding, colors that are associated with like regality, regalness, as well as the crown chakra. So purple for the crown chakra. And then I want to say gold is one of the colors that's above the crown chakra. Don't quote me on that, but I definitely resonate with that because that is one of the energies that I call in. when I meditate and when I'm working with my clients. So okay, and there might be something here with sacred geometry, which that is something I am not all that familiar with, but I'm just noticing I guess we could, I don't know, structure. It would be kind of like in the space of where a chandelier would be, but it doesn't really look like that's a chandelier. But notice the geometric shapes in there, the triangles, and I think they're all triangles actually. Yeah. So, okay. So the golden energy, purple energy. I'm going to go one more time. Is there another card from this deck that has another message? Once again, we have life purpose. Okay. So life purpose. Okay. So now moving in a little different direction. Are you someone that, are you maybe a nurse or a doctor? Maybe you want to, or be an OBGYN, or I'm trying to think of proper terms, like a midwife, someone who helps with the delivery of children. Because the second time we've had life purpose come out now. Yeah, here we are. You have an important life purpose and this one says involving communication and the arts. Maybe working with children. And once again, we have a man, an older man, writing, and the angels right behind him. And the passage of time. Notice, both of these are older men, but this one's older and then this one's older, right? All that gray hair, all that long beard. And you see the time, the sand, I don't know what you call those. I feel like I don't have the right terminology in this reading somehow. Anyway, the time thing, right? The sand timer. That's probably all it's called. Sand timer. It's like the passage of time. So if there's an aspect of you that thinks it's too late to maybe write a book or write something, document something, put something in writing, it's not too late. There's still plenty of time, even if you're starting at an older age. And maybe there's simply something that you just feel called to do for your life purpose, something that you just really love to do, which maybe it's writing. And it could be something that takes you for, sustains you, fulfills you for a long period of time. Maybe you're a historian of some sort, recording people's lives. Okay, never really noticed this before. This one, I don't know that's really translating on the screen. This one in the background, so notice the windows behind him. It's kind of like there's like red and white stripes. And then in the corners up there, it looks like a blue circle with white stars. So maybe something with patriotism or the United States of America. Maybe you work for the government. Because we also have then that star with the wings up above, which is kind of like a pilot's emblem. I don't even know what those are called either. The wings, right? Like the wing, like they get the pin. It kind of looks like that. But it also makes me think of like service heroes. It makes me think of that too. Okay, continuing on. This is longer than I wanted. So we're gonna wrap it up soon because I want it to be shorter. I'm gonna move along to we're using like almost all the decks for angels that I have. We're gonna use a postcard from Spirit. Let's see here. What's the message that wants to come through that fits? Okay, I think it's both. We have two that flipped over. I'm gonna go with both of them. Ooh. Okay, very interesting. Now, so I always look at both sides of these cards because there's a little message on one side. And I got to be honest, one of these looks like possibly one I've never seen. I'm not sure. So very interesting. This one with the rabbit says, live your dreams. Yeah. And this one with a cherub says, I believe it says, love your dreams. It's either love or live. This one looks more like love your dreams. So love your dreams, live your dreams. Definitely resonating with the life purpose element. So let's go to the first one with the rabbit that's just leaping, right? Going for it. Okay. It says, dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again? Full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned. You wonder how a dream could die only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self. But your wisdom knows better than your small self whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust in this new opportunity for rebirth. It's coming together. We want you to trust that. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting confirmation too. So, okay. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes. Okay, why is this? Okay, you have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Loving you always. Okay, so these previous cards are taking on some new meaning now, okay? Wow. Passage of time. Okay, so wow. And we still haven't gotten to the other one yet. So you may feel, this is like, I'm starting to feel like some heaviness of this. But it's cool too. So this may be you. And whether you're man or woman, okay, we see a man though. So man or woman or otherwise, all people or beings are accepted here. I want to make sure that's clear, okay? You may feel that you've been working on something for a very, very long time. And there may be an aspect of you that feels like you've been through war, you've been through battle, you've been through it. You've been through it. And these are representing the past right now. Whether you're man or woman, could be recognizing your feminine and your masculine sides for some reason. And maybe you felt that there were things you had to give up. Maybe you felt that your dreams of the past, you had to give up, you had to let go, they had to die, not, so to speak. And that's what all these children and these babies represent. So the first version that I gave earlier in this reading, that may apply for somebody. And now we're into a different one. And so there kind of feels like this, remember I was talking about kind of like a portal. It kind of feels like there may have been a period where you felt like you were going through it, only to be brought back to earth. And now you have another opportunity to go back through it. And when I say go through it, I'm not saying necessarily go to heaven, but I'm saying like walk through that door. Have your dreams manifested, fulfilled. You get to walk through that portal. Don't give up. Things are being rebirthed, renewed. And there's a whole variety of nature elements that are here to support your journey. And that may be part of the newness that maybe you're uncertain about. Just like the first one was talking about, there's going to be two paths, one that's familiar, one that's not. And the one that's not familiar is the right one. And in the unknown spaces, places where, let's say, fairies and sprites are living, right? And you don't have to necessarily full on believe in those, but you get the metaphor, right? Little helpers, little messengers living in the nooks and crannies of that which you cannot see. And your angels, right? The bottom line, angels. We are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Your fullest life is on the other side. And they are nurturing and protecting your baby, your life purpose, the thing that you are going to birth, that you're going to create. Maybe it's a book. Maybe you've always wanted to write a book. Big bounty. Yeah, big bounty. It's like that golden energy is, everything just fell down. It's kind of weird. Yeah, just, you have come full circle. And now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Oh, that is such a beautiful story. Every day is a new day. Doesn't matter what you've been through. There's always hope. The impossible is possible, but you got to believe, and you got to be listening. You've got to be taking action in the direction that you're being guided to, and be willing to do new things, try new things, experiment, be in that space of uncertainty. And if it's too scary, then what can you do to help yourself feel safer, feel more supported, right? Get creative. Okay. We got another one here. What is this one? So this one, the back of it, I believe says, love your dreams. It says, dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so, so, so much. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. I have had this deck for, I don't know, maybe 5 years or something now. I don't think either of these have ever come out. If you come across a video now where both of these come out, then just know I completely forgot, okay? But I don't think either of these have ever come out. Very fascinating and very fitting as we're talking about things coming full circle and things being made new. When you have decks and you pull cards a lot, you get to the space where you start to feel like you've seen them all, right? You've been through them all already. And so maybe you feel like that, like you've already done everything you can. You've already lived your life. You've already accomplished all there was to accomplish. There's no more time for dreams, right? Is there a part of you that's like trying to downplay the thing that you want to do? No, you're still here. There's still newness to be discovered. This is a really cool message. Okay. And I was going to do one final one. We're going to do guardian angels, and then we will officially close it. Guilt. Okay, I'm still going to pull another one, but let's read this. Guilt. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you've failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. Okay, so there's that, if that resonates. Let's see what else. Let's see what else wants to come through. Oh, no, that does not feel right. What else wants to come through? Final message. Encouragement. I'm just going to read the top one, but let's see. Underneath it, we have inner child. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. This is for me to tell you that all of these children may be representing your inner child. Maybe you feel like you've been waiting your whole life, ever since you were a child, to fulfill your dreams. There's an aspect of this reading that is speaking to me too, by the way. Anyway, let's see. Encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. And we have purple. Once again, purple. I hope this message was helpful for you. And is there one final closing message that wants to come through? I'm simply getting be yourself, which at the core of that is about knowing yourself. Set up your environment so that it feels more comfortable to be yourself, right? Because in order to be yourself, you've got to be able to relax, to be free, to, let loose. And if we've got certain restrictions or parameters around us that feel like blockages, that can prevent us from being ourselves. And at the same time, you may want to look at your beliefs, right? Maybe it could just be a belief that certain things around you are parameters, and maybe they're not really. So that's for you to decide. If this resonated for you, please let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you. And there are plenty more videos on this channel that may also be extensions of this message for you if this resonated. So thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this. Have an amazing day. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.